Two monsters collide, two legends from different eras. Smokin Joe Frazier, the man who destroyed Muhammad Ali, versus Iron Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet. What happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object? This isn't just a fight. This is a war between two of the most ferocious heavyweights in boxing history. Stay until the end because what happened between these two warriors will blow your mind. Imagine this. It's 1987. Mike Tyson is destroying everyone in his path. He's the youngest heavyweight champion ever. He's knocking out legends in seconds. But there's one man from the past who watches Tyson and says, "I would have killed that boy." That man? Smokin Joe Frazier. Joe Frazier wasn't just any champion. He was the first man to beat Muhammad Ali. The man who gave Ali his first professional loss. A fighter so brutal, so relentless, that even the greatest couldn't stop him. Now here's where it gets crazy. These two fighters, separated by almost 20 years, actually clashed. Not in the ring with gloves, but in something even more intense. The trash talk was legendary. The confrontation was epic. And what happened next shocked the entire boxing world. This is the untold story of when Iron Mike Tyson faced Smokin Joe Frazier. And trust me, you've never heard it like this before. First, let me tell you about Joe Frazier, because this man was a different breed. Standing 5'11" and weighing 205 pounds of pure muscle, Frazier had a fighting style that was terrifying. His signature move? The left hook from hell. This wasn't just a punch. It was a demolition tool. It knocked out champions. It sent fighters to the hospital. It gave Muhammad Ali nightmares. Frazier's record: 32 wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, 27 knockouts, undisputed heavyweight champion. Olympic gold medalist, the man who never backed down. Frazier fought with a style they called bobbing and weaving. He would duck under punches, move his head like a cobra, and then explode with hooks to the body and head. He didn't just beat you, he broke you. His trilogy with Muhammad Ali is legendary. 3 of the most brutal fights in boxing history. The thriller in Manila left both men hospitalized. But here's what made Frazier special. He had no fear. He walked through punches like they were nothing. His heart was bigger than any arena. By the time Tyson came around in the 1980s, Frazier had been retired for years, but his legacy, untouchable. Now, let's talk about Mike Tyson in his prime. 1986-1990. These were the years when Tyson was unstoppable. At just 20 years old, he became the youngest heavyweight champion in history. He was 5'10", of explosive power. Tyson's dominance. First 19 professional fights, 12 ended in the first round. 44 knockouts in 50 wins, average fight time in his prime. Under 3 rounds. He didn't just win, he terrorized. Tyson's style was completely different from Frazier's, but equally devastating. He used the peekaboo defense taught by Cus D'Amato. He would hide behind his gloves, then explode with combinations so fast you couldn't even see them. His uppercuts could lift a 250-pound man off the ground. His hooks could break ribs through protective gear. His speed was supernatural for a heavyweight. Opponents were terrified before the bell even rang. Tyson had that killer instinct, that look in his eyes that said, "I'm going to destroy you." He was knocking out legends like Trevor Berbick, Larry Holmes, and Michael Spinks in minutes. The whole world was asking, could anyone beat this monster? Here's where the real story begins. It was the late 1980s. Tyson was at a boxing event, soaking in the applause, enjoying his status as the king of the heavyweight division. And there he was, Joe Frazier, sitting in the audience. A reporter asked Frazier, "What do you think of Mike Tyson?" Frazier's response? "Legendary. That boy is good, real good. But if I was in my prime, I would have destroyed him. He ain't seen nothing like Smokin' Joe." The words spread like wildfire through the boxing community. When Tyson heard about it, he smiled, that scary, cold smile, and said, "Joe Frazier was great, but I would have knocked him out in 3 rounds. 3 rounds! Tyson just said he would demolish one of the greatest champions in history in 3 rounds. The media went crazy. They wanted these two legends to face off somehow, some way. And then it happened. At a boxing expo in the early 1990s, Tyson and Frazier were both invited. The organizers had a genius idea. Let them spar for an exhibition. Not a real fight, but a controlled sparring session where two legends could show the world what might have been. The anticipation was insane. Thousands of fans showed up. The energy in that room could power a city. The moment arrived. Tyson, now in his mid-20s, at the peak of his physical powers. Frazier, in his late 40s, retired for over a decade, but still dangerous. They put on the headgear, climbed into the ring, and the crowd went silent. Round 1. The bell rings. Frazier immediately goes into his classic stance, bobbing, weaving, moving his head in that hypnotic rhythm. Tyson circles, watching, calculating with those dead eyes. Frazier throws his left hook, the same punch that floored Muhammad Ali. Tyson slips it by millimeters. The crowd gasps. Tyson counters with a lightning-fast combination. Jab, jab, right hook. Frazier's head snaps back. But Joe doesn't stop. He walks through it and fires body shots that make Tyson's ribs scream. Boom, boom, boom. The sound echoes through the arena like gunshots. Tyson backs up for the first time, shocked by Frazier's power. Even at 48 years old, Smokin' Joe still had that devastating strength. Round 2. Tyson adjusts his strategy. He starts using his speed advantage. He's moving, jabbing, making Frazier chase him. But Frazier, he's relentless. He cuts off the ring like a shark, no escape. They meet in the center of the ring, both throwing bombs. Left hook from Frazier, uppercut from Tyson, left hook from Frazier, right cross from Tyson. The exchange is insane. The crowd is on their feet. People are screaming. This isn't an exhibition anymore. This is real combat. Round 3. Both fighters are breathing heavy now. Frazier's age is showing, but his heart? Infinite. Tyson sees the opening. He feints to the body, then throws a perfect right hand to Frazier's chin. Joe's legs wobble. For a moment, it looks like the legendary left hook might not be enough. But Frazier roars back. He throws everything he has left. Combinations to the body, hooks to the head. Pure warrior spirit. Tyson is impressed. He nods with respect. The final bell rings. What happened next was beautiful. Instead of continuing the rivalry, Tyson and Frazier embraced in the middle of the ring. Tyson said something that shocked everyone. "Joe, you're one of the toughest men I've ever faced. If we fought in our primes, I don't know who would win." Coming from Mike Tyson, the man who said he'd knock Frazier out in 3 rounds, this was huge. Frazier, breathing heavy but smiling, replied, "Kid, you got serious power, but I still think my left hook would have caught you." They both laughed. The respect was real. In interviews afterward, Tyson said, "Joe Frazier is a legend. He showed me that heart beats everything. Even at his age, he was dangerous. In his prime? Man, that would have been a war." Frazier said, "Mike Tyson is the real deal. That boy can punch. If we fought when I was 25, the whole world would have watched. It would have been the fight of the century. Boxing experts who witnessed the exhibition were stunned. They said even at 48, Frazier showed glimpses of the monster he used to be. And Tyson? He gained even more respect for showing that he could appreciate greatness from any era. So here's the billion-dollar question. If Mike Tyson in his absolute prime fought Joe Frazier in his absolute prime, who would win? The case for Frazier: unlimited heart and determination. Left hook from hell that dropped everyone, pressure fighting that never stops, Olympic champion pedigree. Beat Muhammad Ali, the greatest, never gave up in any fight. The case for Tyson: supernatural speed for a heavyweight, knockout power in both hands, youngest champion ever, peak physical specimen, destroyed legends in minutes, peekaboo defense that frustrated everyone, killer instinct unmatched in boxing history. The honest truth? We'll never know for sure, but that's what makes boxing beautiful. We can debate, analyze, and imagine forever. Some experts say Frazier's relentless pressure would overwhelm Tyson. Others say Tyson's speed and power would catch Frazier coming in. One thing is certain: it would have been the most brutal, exciting, legendary fight in heavyweight history. Two warriors with everything to prove. Two styles that clash perfectly. Two hearts that refuse to quit. This exhibition between Tyson and Frazier gave us a glimpse of what could have been. Even though they were from different eras, even though one was decades past his prime, they showed us what true warriors look like. They showed us that respect is earned in the ring. They showed us that legends never truly retire. The fire always burns inside. Mike Tyson and Joe Frazier, two of the most ferocious, exciting, devastating heavyweights to ever lace up gloves. We may never get the fight we wanted, but we got something better. We got to see two legends show mutual respect and remind us why we love this sport. If this story gave you chills, if you loved seeing these two legends clash, then smash that like button right now. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for more legendary boxing stories, incredible matchups, and shocking fights.